Good morning, friends. I am Dr. Kailas. Welcome you to this session. Today we are going to discuss the next 25 important questions which are likely to come in IBPS Agriculture Field Officers, Nabard Grade A and Grade B in ARD sections, as well as the other Veterinary State Public Service Commission examinations. So let's discuss. The first question says the moisture content in percentage of fodder for hay and silage making is how much? So the answer is for it is for 12% for hay making and the 70% moisture for silage making. Dear student, you just remember hay, difference between hay and silage. Hay is a dried forage. It is a method of preservation of green fodder for a long period of time. So it is a silage. Generally, hay is a dried form, so its moisture content is generally less. It is 12 to 40%, 14%, and the silage is around 60 to 70%. So the best crop for hay making is oat, whose scientific name is Avena sativa. For silage making, maize is the best fodder. For hay making, thin stem is preferable. For silage making, thick stem is preferable. Okay, dear friends, do remember the best hay is prepared with the oat fodder as well as, and the best legume hay is prepared from lucerne and alfalfa, and the best fodder for the silage making is your maize, whose scientific name is Gia maize. Coming to the next questions, which vitamin concentration get increased in sun drying of fodder? When we dry the fodder under the sunlight, generally the vitamin D get bleached. So the vitamin D content of the fodder get lost. So it is unavailable to the animal's body system. Question 53 is the crude fiber percentage of roughage. It's a very important question. So generally the roughage contains, hello friends, the roughage contains more than 18% of the crude fiber. It's a very important question. Please remember, very important questions. The pH of a very good silage is very important. So the ideal pH must be 3.5 to 4.2. Dear students, please remember some of the anti-nutritional factors present in the feed and the fodder as well as, which is very much toxic to the body system of the animal and causes a unwanted response to the vital function of the body. So the trypsin inhibitor is found in soybean, SCN hydrocyanic acid is found in the fodder sorghum, gossypol is found in cotton seed cake, saponin in alfalfa or lucerne fodder, and the raw egg contains the iodine. This iodine, the iodine, due to this present iodine, the egg, the vital component of the egg is unavailable to the body. Coming to the next question, the most active form of the vitamin D is, it is cholecalciferol. Very important. Dear students, please remember there are two types of vitamin there. Some vitamins are fat solubles and some vitamins are water solubles. Fat solubles vitamin are A, D, E, K, and the water soluble vitamins are vitamin B complex and the vitamin C. Coming to the next question, some of the important deficiencies in the livestock. So these deficiencies are helpful for those aspirants to get into the Nabard examinations, and they particularly belonging to the veterinary sector. So the vitamin A is also known as retinol, and this causes the nutritional groups in the poultry birds. Then vitamin E, very important. Its name is alpha tocopherol, and this causes very important Krajicik disease, encephalomalacia, white muscle disease, stiff lamb disease, and the mulberry heart disease. So vitamin E has also some importance in female reproduction. Always vitamin E and selenium, there they pose a synergistic effect to the female reproductive system. Coming to the vitamin D, which is or vitamin, the most active form is vitamin D3, and it is known as cholecalciferol. We know the rickets and the osteomalacia. Rickets in the small or one, in the osteomalacia in the adult one. The penguin leg squat in case of hen. I mean, this position of your leg is just like penguins. So thiamine, so this it is known as, it is this very popular known as vitamin B1. This causes the polyoencephalomalacia and polyneuritis in birds. So with this thiamine also causes beriberi in case of humans. Then the vitamin B2 is known as riboflavin, and this causes the call to paralysis in chick. It's a very frequently asked question in the examinations. The pantothenic acid, also known as vitamin B5, causes goose stepping in pigs, and the vitamin B3 niacin is causes the pellagra. It's also very important questions. So coming to the next question, vitamin B12, which is a very much important component in the process of erythropoiesis, means the production of the RBC. So its deficiency leads to the anemia, means the either the declining in the blood volume or the decreasing in the trend in the your hemoglobin concentration. So this vitamin B12 is also known as cyanocobalamin, or it's also known as antipernicious or anti-anemic factors. Coming to the next question, the vitamin C also known as ascorbic acid. So this deficiency causes this scorbic, and the other name of this scorbic is known as bleeding gums. Coming to the next question, some of the mineral deficiencies, which is also very important for the examination perspective. So the deficiency of copper leads to the steel wool and Swayback disease in case of sheep. The deficiency of zinc causes parakeratosis in pig, hyperkeratosis in cattle, and swollen hog syndrome in case of chicken. So the keratosis, parakeratosis, these are related to their skin problem. Next, coming to the deficiency of molybdenum. This is called the femoral heel necrosis in chicken. The head of the femur get necrosed. And the molybdenum toxicity, excess of molybdenum causes the tetanus, or it is also known as PIT score in chicken. Coming to the next question, manganese, it's very important. This causes the slip tendon disease or parosis in chicken. Cobalt causes angiotic marasmus. Fluoride contains dental caries in children. It is always in neons. And in some parts of our country, those ground level waters are highly contaminated with the fluoride. Something, and excess level of fluoride contains the bone pain, and its deficiency causes dental caries, a white chalky color or chalky demarcation in the dental portion. The selenium toxicity causes nutritional muscular dystrophy and ill threat in case of lumps. Means the selenium deficiency causes blind staggers. And the alkali disease, very important. The blind stagger arises due to the acute poisoning. The alkali disease causes chronic poisoning, and this is causes a Degnala disease in case of your cattle. Here, the dry gangrene of your face, tail, hoofs, and this Degnala disease is found generally in Punjab and Haryana states. Coming to the next, iron. This iron causes piglet anemia, and which is also known as thumbs. So the pigs, generally the piglets who are born, they are deficient of the iron. So generally the veterinarians, they advise the iron injection, iron dextran injection, better to say, on 4th and 14th day of the baby baby pig. Coming to the next question, phosphorus. It's a very important question. This causes pica, means suppose generally the feeding habit of a cattle is to take grass or the roughage the concentration, but the unusual things when it takes means the pepper, the stones, the some woods, etc. When it takes some abnormal things, then it is a condition due to the deficiency of phosphorus. Okay, due to the, and another symptom is that PPH, post parturient hemoglobinuria, means after delivery of the cow the color of your urine gets red, and this is known as an excess amount of hemoglobin found in case of urine. And other one is the osteodystrophy fibrosa. Please students remember this. Coming to the next, some mineral deficiency, the magnesium also causes the magnesium tetany, also lactation tetany or grass tetany. It is generally found in the younger animals. So iron toxicity, excess of iron causes this condition within a siderosis. It's a very important question, also asked in many times in the environmental issues. Next important thing, sometimes the examiners ask, so sulfur is a very important thing, and let's discuss some sulfur containing vitamins. So those vitamins which is made of sulfur is thiamine in the biotin. Okay, thiamine, vitamin B1. So let's come to the next question, next discussion, calcium and phosphorus. Calcium and phosphorus, these are the two minerals they present in the body and they maintain a homeostasis of a ratio 2:1. Very very important. So when next come the questions, hormone responsible for calcium homeostasis in body, there are two, remember students, there are two hormones. One is calcitonin, another is parathormone. Okay, the calcitonin is secreted from thyroid gland and the parathormone is secreted from parathyroid gland. This calcitonin causes decrease in the blood calcium level. This parathormone causes increase in the blood calcium level. Dear student, please remember. Coming to the next question, some animals is there. Sometimes the examiners ask the dry matter intake of the animal according to the body weight. So the Zebu cattle, means this indigenous cattle, they take 2 to 2.5% per 100 kg body weight. In case of buffalo and the crossbred cattle, it is 2.5 to 3% per 100 kg body weight. Among all the livestock animals, the goat takes the maximum, the ability to digest the dry matter is of maximum among the livestock. It is around 4% of live body weight. So under stress condition or under drought condition, the goat can thrive very well. The camel also got 2% of its live body weight. Very important. So another important facts. So for synthesis of 2.5 kg of milk, so in case of if you have any desi cow, then we have to give 1 kg concentrate for 2.5 kg of the milk. In case of buffalo and CV cattle, we have to give 1 kg concentrate for 2 kg of milk. Dear student, please remember, in a feed we have some moisture, another some dry matter. So when you're going for the classification of the dry matter, when we go going to feed the dry matter to the animals, so we have to remember 2/3 must be from the roughage source and 1/3 must be from concentrated source. So as we know, the roughage is dry and the green, it is green fodder, and the straw, stubble, etc. So 2/3 must be dry source, 1/3 must be green source. Dear students, please remember. And when we are computing the concentration, there is also issue. We have to give certain fat source, energy source, protein source, carbohydrate source. So it is another issue. So dry matter 2/3 roughages, 1/3 concentrates. Again we are classifying the roughage 2/3 dry, 1/3 grain. Coming to the next question, the ratio of calcium to phosphorus in the body is maintained I've already discussed, it is 2:1. How much TDN is required for 1 kg milk production? Dear students, please remember TDN, total digestible nutrient. So it is 3.2. Value is 3.2% is required. Is the amount of TDN required for 1 kg of milk production. Coming to the next question, how much of blood is required to synthesis of 1 ml of milk? Dear students, please remember the order where the milk is getting synthesized is a machine. You will be asked to next to know that around 400 to 500 ml of blood is passing through the order to synthesize 1 ml of milk. Very important. So this question is, the answer is 500 liters. Next question, the best ratio for water and urea in the cattle feeding is when there is a mixture, we have some urea and some water. We have to make it preparation, and there is straw, and we have to sprinkle over the straws in order to better utilization of the urea and the better concentration of the ammonia gas in the rumen in order to get a bypass protein. So the ideal ratio is 10:1. Dear students, please remember. Next question, for optimum utilization of urea, the nitrogen and sulfur ratio must be 10:1. The most of the bacteria in the rumen, dear students, please remember, it is gram negative bacteria. Very important, it's gram negative bacteria. Dear students, do you know a condition is known as acidosis condition, also known as rumen engorgement, or where in this case when the animal suddenly takes a huge quantity of carbohydrates, like in your marriage party, in your celebration party, the leftover things, the rice, dal, when we left, the cows, the animals, they get ingested. So a condition is there where a bloat like condition or the swelling of your rumen is found. So that condition is known as ruminal acidosis. At that condition, the gram positive bacteria predominates, but in normal condition, the gram negative bacteria predominates in the rumen. Coming to the next question, we have to discuss some of the important essential amino acids in case of pig, poultry, sheep, and cat. In case of pig, the essential amino acid is lysine. In case of poultry, it is glycine. In case of sheep, it is methionine, and in case of cat, it is taurine. Dear students, please remember, pig lysine, poultry glycine, sheep methionine, cat taurine. Next question, the CAECOGRAPHY or COPROPHAGY is a nature of rabbit. Means the animal eats its own fecal material. It's this habit is known as CAECOGRAPHY and the COPROPHAGY. It's a vices of rabbit, and this process is carried out by the rabbit in order to have a better utilization of the leftover things that is in feces. The main source of energy, very important, students. Please do remember. It's a frequently asked question. In case of brain, the main source of energy is galactose. In case of blood, the main source of is glucose. In case of milk, it is lactose. In case of cane, it is sucrose. In case of fruit, it is fructose. Fruit means fructose. Brain for galactose, blood for glucose, milk lactose, cane sucrose, and fruit is for fructose. Coming to the next question, the biological value of egg. Dear students, please remember, some books it is 94%, and in some book it is 100%. So let's say 100% the biological value. for the microbial value, for the microbial protein, this value is 65%. Another question is that 1 mole of ATP yields 7.3 kilocalorie energy. You do remember this data. Coming to the next question, some of the definitions very often being asked by the examiner. So the definition of bullock. So bullock is nothing but a castrated bull for the draught parcel, for the plowing purpose. A castrated bull for the draught or plowing purpose. What do you know steer? Steer is a castrated bull. It is a castrated bull for meat purpose. It is for plowing or draught purpose. What is a heifer? Heifer is a female cow above 1 year of age. Dear student, again I am repeating, it's a female cow above 1 year of age which has not yet calf, which means that animal is yet not parturiated, means it has no baby till now. Another condition, another cow is a nymphomanic cow. So this nymphomanic cow is also known as buller cow, buller, buller cow. Its definition is a cow remains always in heat, means the cow always exhibits the estrous symptoms. Another is a teaser bull. Okay, teaser bull is a vasectomized bull, means the vas deferens have been ligated or have been cut, and it is used by the heat detection. Very important, students. Of cow. Dear students, please do remember the KARAN-SWIS and the KARAN-FRIES are the cross between, for suppose for KARAN-SWIS it is brown Swiss, cross with soyval, and these both are students. Remember it was developed at NDRI at Kernel. For KARAN-FRIES, it is for Holstein Friesian crossed with Tharparkar. Dear students, please do remember these two important crosses. Coming to the next questions. So coming to the some indigenous males breed of India. So let's discuss one by one. Gir is a breed, very important. It's from Gujarat and it has long lactation period among the desi breeds. And the best beef breed also. Dear students, beef is the meat of a cattle. So next breed is a soyval. Its other names are Lola, Multani or Montgomery. The best Indian milch breed. Very important, students. Soyval is the best Indian milch breed. Coming to the next one, the Tharparkar one. Tharparkar is the highest disease resistant, and this breed always changes its color. So color changing property, that's why it is famous. So some are the dual purpose breeds, means they are both used for meal purpose as for the work purpose or draft purpose, draft version. One is Haryana. It is the best dual purpose breed. Okay, next is the Kankrej breed. It is from Gujarat and it is the heaviest Indian cattle breed and famous majestic gait. Very important. It has its own gait. Next question is the Ongol breed. It is from Ongol district of Andhra Pradesh, and the cattle is totally white in color. Remember, students. Some of the drought purpose cattle breed that has been extensively used for the work or plowing of cattle, for transportation purposes. So the best one is the Amrit Mahal. It is from Karnataka. It is the best drought purpose breed of the India. Another breed is the Bhechur. It's from Kerala and it is the smallest cattle breed in the world. The height is around 3.5 feet. Coming to the breeds of sheep of the world. So please remember the four. Husbandry. All are generally developed from the CSWRI, Central Sheep and Wool Research Institute, Abhikanagar, which is present in Rajasthan. So Husbandry is a cross between Bikaner we means female sheep, and the Australian Merino Ram. Ram is the male sheep. Avikalin, Abhivastra, Abhiman, and Bharat Merino. Avikalin is a cross between Rambo Ullet and Malpura. Abhivastra, Rambo Ullets the Chokla. Abhiman, Malpura and Sondati fast cross, and is crossed with the next cross between the Dorset and Suffolk. In the Bharat Merino, the Chokla and Nali with the fast cross, the Maran Merino and the Rambo is the second cross. So these dear students, please remember the four important one. The Husbandry, Avikalin, Abhivastra, Abhimans and Bharatmastra. Sometimes it get confused. So please be cautious while answering these types of questions. Next is the description of the exotic sheep breeds. Means those breeds which are not confined to our Indian country. Another is a merino. The best find. This is the mostly asked question. Best find wool breed in the world is the merino, and that merino is from Spain. Another is Rambo Ullet, is from France. It is also a breed used for the cross purpose. And the heaviest, largest, as well as heaviest in the world is the Lincoln. It is from England. And the best pelt, good quality fur means the best wool quality producing breed in the world is Karakul. It's a, dear students, it's an important question. Karakul, Merino, Rambo Ullet, and the best mutton breed is Suffolk. So dear students, please remember Merino, Rambo Ullet, Karakul and Suffolk. Very important. Their respective characteristic feature. Coming to the next question. Some Indian breeds of sheep. Just I am telling the important one. The Chokla, which has a Roman nose shape, and this is also known as Indian Merino. The Nali breed, which is canary coloration wool. The Marwari breed of sheep, highly disease resistant, a triple purpose sheep breed. Another is important, the smallest one is Mandya, it is from Karnataka. And the most prolific breed of this sheep is Garol, G-R-O-L, Garol. Most prolific sheep means it gives maximum numbers of fetus. In our state, there is a Ganjam sheep is there. Another sheep has been registered in the NBAGR, National Bureau of Animal Genetic Research, Kendrapada sheep. It has a characteristic of giving 3 fetus due to a gene APC3 gene. Those people who are belong to the Odisha, please remember, and it has been asked many times in the OPAC Bhayavas examination. Next card is Gadi breed. Kullu cells and blankets are preferred. Coming to the next one, the exotic next coming to goat breeds of the outside India. Another is your milk queen. The is known as Sanan. Very important, very important Angora goat, which produces mohair, a white soft silky hairs. And this Angora goat is also known as sheep-like goat. Very important. Mohair, frequently asked in Ibps examination. Another goat is boer goat. Boer goat for the meat purpose in the breeding of the meat. You must be astonished to know the one boer goat or buck having weight around 60 kg, or it is around 70 kg. We have seen the boer goat. Next, coming to the Indian goat breeds, Jamunapuri, the most beautiful breed, goat breed. It has Roman and parrot mouth appearance. Biggest and majestic gait, it is famous. Another one is your cork shaped horn found in Kuchi breed. Kashmiri rug or shal is from the Chanthangi or Pashmina? It's a very important question. Pashmina is a fine fur. It's from Chegu. So, dear student, please remember Chegu, Chanthangi. These are the two important fine uh, wool or fine hair producing goat. In our Odisha, it is Black Bengal, highest Chevon breed of the India. Dear students, a confusion is there. The meat of the goat is known as Chevon. The meat of sheep is known as mutton. So this Black Bengal has high prolific goat breed of the India. So means it produces maximum numbers of offspring, means 3 offspring in 2 years. Coming to the next question, the exotic breeds of pig. Heaviest breed of pig is known as large white Yorkshire. And excellent pork means the meat of the pig is known as pork. So the middle white Yorkshire has excellent pork breed. And highest quality bacon is from the Landral. A bacon is a cut piece from belly. So dear students, it is very important to know the dental formula which is used for the detection of the age. So you just remember the dental formula. Coming to the next slide. This slide is also very important. The floor space requirement for cow, it is in covered at 20 30 square feet, for open area 80 to 100 square feet, and manager length 20 to 24. So dear students, please remember cow, buffalo, and pregnant cow, and bull. The 4 one is important. So dear students, hope this video is of immense importance for you for your upcoming examination pertaining to the animal husbandry sectors. Hope you have enjoyed this video, and please watch the next video, the last video on this animal husbandry chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.